Yo, it's Homo Manning doing my 2020 NFL playoff bracket predictions. Last year, before the playoffs even started, before the NFL season started, I said Rams Patriots. Of course, I was right. But when the playoffs and we saw the bracket happened, I predicted Saints Patriots, which really it should have been Saints Patriots. We all saw the no pass interference call. Anyways, I'm doing this year's trying to be first in the world. In doing so, I have not seen Sunday Night Football yet. This is beforehand. This is the scenario in which the 49ers win. So hopefully, like the Niners win and there's a key injury that would not make me change my whole bracket. But hopefully the odds are against me and that doesn't happen. Anyways, here is most likely the first in the world playoff predictions. Ooh, AFC wildcard. I can't believe the Patriots are playing on wildcard weekend. It's been like what 10 years or I don't even know. I can't Uh, it would have been a while ago. Um, Anyways, I have been playing the Titans. I have been winning 31-17. Had this been the Raiders or the Steelers, I would have probably had it a blowout. This is the only team I think could give somewhat the Patriots a fight in Foxborough, but I don't see much. But Tannehill, I think, deserves a contract. He's been magic this year, but I just don't see him beating New England in New England. I wouldn't even see him beating them if he was in Tennessee. Other AFC wildcard, we have Bills Texans. This one was super tough for me. Deshaun Watson does not have a playoff win. He's 0-1 in the playoffs. But I just feel, they're mad about their last year playoff loss versus Andrew Luck, which I did predict right. But this year, I think the Texans can do it. I think they could stop the Bills. However, it would not surprise me if the Bills won. This is, I barely have the Texans beating them though. I don't think this will be a blowout by any team, but Bills always play a lot of the teams good. I don't. Somebody type in the comments if the Bills even got blown out this year. I don't think they did. Almost every game they've played in has been close that they've lost. Um, so yeah, I have the Texans 24-21. Plus they're going to be getting J.J. Watt back. The NFC wildcard, we have the number 6 seed Vikings versus the number 3 Saints. I have Saints 38-24. I do think the Vikings will be a little bit better. They'll have Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison coming back. But both defenses are not really that great. So I see it going high scoring, but I do believe the Saints are probably the best team in the NFC. So I have the Saints, beating them 38-24 in the dome. Fun fact: they're undefeated in the dome if you just take out the NFC Championship last year. Because let's be real, that was a dumb call. Saints should have went to the Super Bowl. But anyways, I have Saints 38-24. Last game in wild card. People are gonna think I'm biased, but I have Seahawks 20-17. Now, you guys know I have not seen Sunday Night Football. I'm trying to be first in the world, so I recorded two scenarios. Anyways, I'm hoping my Seahawks sort of lose to the Niners because I don't want to go to New Orleans. And if I'd rather go to Philly, first round, and then take our chances going to San Fran than going to New Orleans. I don't want to play in New Orleans. Anyways, this one I could see the Eagles winning. I mean, we've had so much injuries. Chris Carson, Rashad Penny, Will Dissly, Justin Britt, like the list goes on. But we do have Beast Mode back. This Sunday night game, Seahawks Niners, is going to be telling if with Lynch and Robert Turbin coming back. But I think my Seahawks will beat the Eagles. They already beat them this year in Philly. But we beat Dallas last year, and what did Dallas do? In the playoffs against us last year. So this game can go also either way. That's why I have it close. But I'm gonna take my Seahawks. AFC divisional Texans Ravens. Two MVP quarterbacks in my opinion. I don't know why Watson was not a candidate, but we have the Ravens 34-24. I just think the Ravens all around are a better team. Texans just can they keep up with Lamar Jackson? Can they stop him? Um, I mean, you basically need two QB spies. Not you. You can't go a game with one QB spy with Lamar Jackson. You basically need two, and like you just can't stop him. Mark Ingram. The O line's been doing good. The O line's been super underrated this year. I don't think the Texans can keep with them. They did play earlier, and the Ravens just blew them out. I think Texans will play better, but I don't think they're good enough to beat the Ravens. Next, we have the Patriots Chiefs. Never thought I would have at the beginning of the year the Patriots not at least going to the AFC Championship, but playing in Kansas City, they're not the team they were. They they have Edelman and I guess N'Keal Harry, but Other than that, their run game hasn't been. I mean, their run game's been decent these last couple weeks. But Brady's getting older. The defense is what's keeping them alive. But I do think their defense is somewhat overrated because they played bad competition like the Dolphins early on. But I mean, I'm not taking anything away. I still think they're a good defense. I actually have Chiefs 27-24 though. In Arrowhead. I know Patriots beat them last year in Arrowhead, but it's a new season. I think Chiefs got even better from last year with the additions of Tyrann Mathieu and Frank Clark. But this year, I think Chiefs can actually beat them. It wouldn't surprise me though if the Patriots just beat them. But I'm actually going to go with the Chiefs. And for the first time in 9 years, it would have been Super Bowl 45 when the Packers Steelers faced. That the Patriots are not going to go to the championship game. All right, NFC divisional Seahawks Niners. We always play the Niners good, so I don't think this is going to be a blowout tonight or if we face each other in the playoffs. But I have the 49ers 34-27. We have to go to San Fran. We beat them earlier, but we had Chris Carson, we had Josh Gordon earlier. You know, Hollister hasn't been doing good as he was at the start, but I have the Niners. It sucks, but I really hope we go far, but I just don't see us beating the Niners. They have the defense advantage. We have all the big names on defense, but just can't put it together. Hopefully, we could put it together in the playoffs. But if we could just stop their run game or Kittle, or now they got more targets like Sanders and Deebo Samuel. I don't think we could beat San Fran. I think we can, but I don't. I'm gonna take the Niners. It wouldn't surprise me though if we beat San Fran. NFC Divisional, Saints, Packers. Now, for the first time, I actually think we're going to get a Breeze Rodgers matchup in the playoffs. Can you believe that? Arguably, or I'm not even going to say arguably, Breeze and Rodgers have been the two best quarterbacks in the NFC for years now. And they've never faced in the playoffs. That's like Manning and Brady all those years just never facing in the playoffs. So I think finally they're going to face each other in the playoffs. And I got Saints 38-35. Packers it will be at Lambeau Field, right? However, they don't have the best record say as Seattle or New Orleans when they play at home. I think they said they lost 4 times. Meanwhile, Seattle and New Orleans have only lost one or twice. So I think Saints could get the better of Green Bay. And to be honest, I really think Green Bay is a little overrated. Um, Look what happened when they faced San Fran or Philly or the Chargers. They got decimated. Not really with Philly, but you know what I'm saying. The Lions, both Lions games were close. The first one they should have won. The refs cost the Lions the game. Anyways, I got Saints 38-35. I think their offense is too deadly, but their defense, has been pretty good the last couple of weeks. However, versus top level teams, I'm not counting on them shutting anyone out. AFC Championship, Ravens, Niners at Baltimore. Give me the Ravens, 31-24. I don't think anyone on the Chiefs defense can stop Lamar. He's the fastest player on the field. Maybe second behind Hollywood Brown. But defense, got to give the edge to the Ravens. Offense, got to give the edge to the Ravens. Special teams, got to give the edge to the Ravens. All three sides of the ball, got to give it to the Ravens. Even I would even give it the coaching this year. John Harbaugh's done a good job with Lamar Jackson from Joe Flacco. I think the Ravens are ultimately the better team, and I think they're going to win. I do have it being close, though. Maybe Mahomes will throw a pick in the end that will give the Ravens the lead. But I have the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. NFC Championship, Saints Niners. Now, I just changed this like 10 minutes ago. I originally had the Niners, but then I really thought. And the reason I had the Niners earlier, now I have the Saints, was because everything always wrong happens to the Saints, whether it's letting up a last second touchdown to the Vikings or a beast quake in the wild card that the 7-9 Seahawks beat them, or the terrible officiating to the Rams. I think now God's on their side, and I really think they're the best team in the NFC, and I really think that I have them going to the Super Bowl this time. I had them going to the Super Bowl last year's playoff brackets, and terrible call. I'm gonna stop talking about it. But I have this one being a high scoring despite San Fran's good defense. I don't think they'll be able to stop Breeze. Here we have my Super Bowl. New Orleans Saints versus Baltimore Ravens. Now I'm a curse guy. I've said that before in videos past. MVPs, which Lamar Jackson's 100% winning that league MVP. MVPs in the Super Bowl since the 2000s and 2010s. 0-8. Not a single MVP has won the Super Bowl and MVP in the same year. Manning lost in the Super Bowl twice. Brady lost in the Super Bowl twice. Shaun Alexander, Kurt Warner, and Cam Newton and Matt Ryan. If you're curious of who the other MVP, the last MVP to win a Super Bowl in the same year, it was Kurt Warner in '99. But I'm a Curse guy. I think Breeze and the Saints will shock them. I do have it being a good game. I mean, Saints, Ravens, that's probably the best matchup all year that we haven't got. Because we've gotten Niners, Ravens, we've gotten Patriots, Ravens, we've gotten Chiefs, Ravens. So I think the one matchup we haven't got, we got them last year. And the Saints last year, the only team he never beat in his career was Baltimore. And then the Ravens kicker, Justin Tucker, missed his first extra point of his career. It was a great game, and now 1 year later, I feel like they're gonna face off in the Super Bowl. Please, please leave your Super Bowl predictions in the comments. I actually really enjoy seeing who got theirs right, and I'll be doing polls on my community tab um, each week and seeing if you guys get it right, if you'll have a better record than me. All right, thank you all for watching.